Greetings everyone, my name is Napoleon Complex and welcome back to the Julius Caesar campaign. Now today we're going to be fighting a baggage train battle. You can see the details here. We're fighting against the German Suebi. This is part of Julius Caesar's campaign to repel their invasions of Gaul. I've had to leave some of my veterans behind as garrison, but hopefully we can pick up some new units as we go forward. Let's go. So here we are in a baggage train scenario. I couldn't afford more Roman legionaries, so I had to settle for some elephants. I have to admit I'm not feeling great about this battle. My army is tiny, and we have to try and protect these baggage trains as we move them very slowly across the map. At least it's the kind of terrain that my veteran Roman legionaries will do well on. But I think we really do feel like we're up against it here. At least my small army means I have good command and control. My units are generaled up. Give them the elephants just so that they can get help from a general as well. Now what to do is put Julius Caesar on the cavalry. That way, if we need to jump him over to the infantry, he can just hop over without any trouble. So we'll put the infantry and this elephant under this group, and they can also be in command of the baggage train. So the goal is we have to keep at least 2 of these units alive, because half of the baggage train has to survive. If we fail to do that, then we lose the scenario. It's as simple as that. I'm not feeling good about this. Let's go. So they're of course going to try and attack us. Great, that's a superior warband. And now based on where they are, we might stand a chance of slipping through. Let me just check the recording real quick. Okay, we've got some loose order warbands there. They are going to match the Satari. Can we get there before they get to the rough ground? I think we need the help of the archers and missile units over there. The rest of my army should be able to break through. This isn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can see an avenue. Hold on, please tell me that I can take that back. Okay, bit of an early scare there, which was completely unnecessary. Give the elephants to the generals. In hindsight, they're probably going to need it most. Bring the light horse archers over. And since the enemy infantry aren't in a position to contest us yet, let's see if our armoured cavalry can set up a flank against the barbarians here. Right, next turn. And we call them barbarians, but of course anyone who wasn't a Roman was a barbarian. Or for that matter, anyone who wasn't a Greek was a barbarian. It basically meant foreigner. So the idea of it being strongly associated with the Northern European groups is a very modern idea. So we'll move to here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to come into this killing field. Ideally, I'd like to get them across the rough ground so that they can maneuver around the enemy. But we might not really have time for that. Now just get them into this killing field. We'll be able to do some damage before they slip away. I might have to adjust my infantry's formation to allow the cavalry to escape. I don't like doing that, but needs must. For the record, I'm just planning to get through. I'm trying to get through all of this before the enemy flanking force becomes a problem. So time is of the essence. We need to be fast here. Right, just try and skirt around them, because I don't want my cavalry getting blocked. But if I get my entire cavalry force behind them, then it's over. They are looking very close already. Okay, interesting. They're going after... Okay. Depending on what happens, this might work to my favour. Or not. Right. We can't waste any time. Straight into combat. What I'll actually do is I'll start... Well, no, the baggage train's on maneuver, but only move in one direction. Yeah, move up and get ready for contact. Right, hammer them. I mean, ruthlessly maul them. You guys get out of there. The infantry has to move up here anyway. If we can get a disruption here... That was a big if. Keep firing. Disrupted. Excellent. Move up to here. So those loose order, they're now in trouble, and the close order warband really can't do anything at the moment. So we'll see how they respond to that. At least lessens their options. So while they're sitting there paralyzed like morons, I'm just going to skirt around their back. I think this is going to be another easy victory. Because there's really nothing they can do in response to this. In fact, you know, yeah, push round to there, because then you're threatening that square as well. So I might be able to do something else with this unit depending on how things go. I can't do anything with this group, unfortunately, and the Harries are getting closer. I might regret their placement. Oh well, if the cavalry die, that is a price I am willing to make. Price I am willing to pay. So they turn to face the cavalry, which of course does make sense in this situation. I think I know how to thwart them though. It does require doing something that I would not do to a human player. If they manage to get into push into combat, do we have a? Right. Okay. Well, this is awkward. Pull to one side and shoot them. But the real value of that is it lets my cavalry get out of hock. So I can push up here. I really would like to try and break that loose order warband quickly because we're vulnerable on this side. Let's see if we can break them. Nah, I couldn't quite manage it. Right. Obviously I don't really want to take that fight unless I have to. Charge in here. Okay, the elephants couldn't break their cohesion, but what that does mean is I can charge here. And they could be fragmented anyway. Right, okay. Let's think about how best to exploit this situation. Right, you know what, let's not overcomplicate things. Charge the elephants into here, so they'll disrupt. Our cavalry can move forward. That means our baggage train can start pouring through. That means it's going to have to be a charge into this group here. Ooh, glad they didn't bounce off. Unlucky loss of impact. Okay, and we'll jump around to there. To their flank. Still threatening everything here. I'll outflank that group next turn. They all just have to wait for the moment. Pop our archers around. We can start to fire at them. That's not likely to do much, but it will at least lower their cohesion abilities. And it stops this unit from falling back and escaping this. See if you can get them to chase you around instead of doing something useful. Right, and next turn. Of course, the side I commit to rallies first. Ugh, we are not doing well over there. So now they're back in good order, and our Sutari will start getting ground down, so we've lost our advantage. Unfortunately, that was quite predictable. I should have seen that coming. If our elephants are winning here, then I might just ignore this. Come on, lads. You're supposed to have the advantage here. That's more like it. Right, so they'll break there. They managed to hold on. Right, we'll break them here, and I'm hoping to just ignore the situation. Yeah, crash into their flanks. Right, they've broken through. Bring the baggage through. Remember, that's our goal here. If we get these 2 baggage trains to the end, it doesn't matter what happens here. Why risk? Why tempt fate? Right, keep the baggage trains going. Just through the gap. We should be able to break them now. Yeah, they are away. So they fragmented. Break them here. At this rate, we're just going to win the battle immediately. What was I worried about? I thought this was going to be a tough battle. I just pushed through to here. We're basically home free. Funnily enough, I don't want to take that particular fight. Yeah, we're in trouble here. They're going to be in a position to flank us next turn anyway. Let's try and get a disruption. Well, they might be close to a disruption now. No, I couldn't even force a cohesion test. And that's 2 tiles away, so we can't do anything there. Okay, oh dear. Right, well, we're still winning everywhere else. We're still winning where it counts, so a few of my units get mulched. We are just not doing well here. Come on. Right, next turn. They're closing in. They are now right behind us. Now, if we win the battle conventionally, we still win. They can't just... I believe that's how it works out. Yep, we just don't need to rout 40% of them. I think that's more realistic now than trying to get the baggage off the field. That's really what we needed. Right, break them. And we can't turn to face yet. Throw everything in against this unit here. So that should give my elephants a better chance of breaking them now. Good. Alright, we're through them here. I can't do much to save my Sutari from this situation. One thing that might help is if we can get that needed disruption. But my light horse need to look after themselves as well, because the enemy have skirmishers moving up on us. Yeah, okay, right. We'll loop around on them. At least they can't escape a flank attack anymore. Would have been really helpful if they just happened to suffer a loss that turn, but to no avail. Right. They loop around like that, and that gives the cavalry room to come through. So that's another threat to this side of the field. Get the baggage train through, because the baggage handlers don't really have a stake in this fight. Sure, move to there. And you know what, you can actually turn, because we've basically got the baggage situation under control. We can send these units to intercept these warbands that are coming up to challenge us. I really should have probably done something with this unit last turn. I forgot to move them. They could possibly have managed to land another blow in the warband had I been more careful. Next turn. Well, that's inconvenient. I'm going to have to bring someone back in to deal with them. Oh, okay. They missed their chance. Probably because they're avoiding the rough ground. Yikes. Okay, it's always a little scary when you get flanked by light cavalry. I imagine the elephant's going to go through first. They managed to stop my flank attack there. Because I'm now going to have to turn around. But this is not what I want. I'm trying to avoid a prolonged battle here. Charge into their rear. I don't really have another choice at this point. That means I can finally get into the backs of these of this loose order warband. Hopefully they don't take that well. They did take it well. These guys have been the heroes of. These guys have been the German heroes. They've really done a good job of holding up my army. Pepper them since we've got them in a fire trap. My light horse archers really need to start looking after themselves at the moment. We need to take care of them before they rally up, because they're now blocking the baggage train. Since we're in melee here, loop around and you threaten their flanks. This group here isn't actually doing much good, but of course they're busy pursuing, so I can't really do anything about that. Turn around and start heading back towards the battlefield. Right, just try and break them over here before all of this descends on us. We need to get up to 40%, otherwise this is going to go really badly. You can't really escape from that position. Still, there's being vulnerable, and then there's being vulnerable. Just get out of the situation as best you can. And get the baggage train forward a little bit. Next turn. The elephants have stopped chasing, that's useful. Come on. Okay, apparently I'm going to have to work for my victory. Hope they'd be able to avoid from there, but they ran right into a rat trap. Okay, we need to try and break these units. They've held firm here. Good, that's broken them. Now, does that panic this unit? Not in the slightest. Give them the general. Thing is, if we push them back, they'll be pushed back onto good terrain. Right, just start to threaten the flank here, and if you can turn to face, we'll get them one way or another. Charge in here. Push them back. Excellent. That was very lucky. Oh, I'm an idiot. We've blocked our own baggage. Turn to face here, but the damage has been done. We'll get them next turn at least. So since they look like they're on their way out anyway, and this unit will finish them off, pull our units around and just try and get out of this situation and get the elephants back. It looks like we're going to need their help. But what the elephants can do is go after this rallied unit. Since you're not able to intervene anywhere, I would honestly suggest just getting ready to move away from this massive close warbands. Hopefully someone will get to rescue them eventually. I've got to look after the heavy battle. I forgot about the lights. And they've rallied up, which means one of my baggage trains is about to take a thumping. More bad news. That's it, they're just gone in one turn. Which I think has consequences for the campaign. Please tell me I have control over them next turn. Oh, thank goodness. Right. Get them out of the way. Get that damn unit of warbands gone. Well, this is obviously a bad situation. Right. Broke them there. Since they haven't moved in for the kill, finish them off with this unit. 39%. If we can just get one more route, then we can save ourselves from the situation. Now, light cavalry can go after baggage trains, so make sure we turn to protect them here. Protect that square there. That means that the light cavalry can't just charge us immediately. Try and cause those picked warbands more trouble. And turn to threaten them there. That means that unit can't move, and these two warbands have to really think about what they're doing. Move up. Yep, that means we can threaten both lines. Okay, we just need one more route. Well, the elephants will hopefully get them. Yeah, the Satari have had a seriously bad day. Lunch them. No, they're really determined to let me have it today. I don't actually know if I can. That might not be such a great thing, actually. Yeah, I can't pin them in place now. Well, we can. That might be what wins us the battle, because we fragmented them. Okay, maybe we. I was thinking maybe we can score fragmentation. Right, pin them in place here. Interesting. Hold on. Apparently we'd stick around in melee, or not. Right. Move to here, and I think that might still prevent the flank charge. You guys have to try and get out there. You're about to be auto-broken. Remember, this matters for the campaign map. Just allow yourself to get chased onto the rough ground. It's better than getting hit from high ground by barbarians. Alright, next turn. They're still pursuing. Someone remind me that these are Roman legionaries, not toddlers. Oh no. We lost half the baggage train. Well, we won. Oh my god. So short but brutal match. We've lost half the baggage train, so I don't know what effect that's going to have on the campaign map. They really did a number on us here. This unit held up long enough, and one of my legionaries actually broke. That's going to really hurt us back on the campaign map, because now one of my units is going to be demoralized. We've taken a ton of casualties, and what could have been a clean victory turned into a bloodbath. So, 12% casualties, that's going to make us weaker. I've been Napoleon Complex, thank you for watching this, and I hope to see you in a slightly less gruesome matchup next time. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the content. Farewell. And hold on a second, let's see what the next campaign stage looks like. Okay, so we're back to a pitched battle. Gruesome.